here, day 7. We're at the cottage. We kind of thought we'd give you an update on what colors we're thinking, what we're thinking about design-wise, so that you can kind of watch for those coming as we kind of continue to do work. If you ever watch that old show, Trading Spaces, they kind of always do this reveal of colors at the very beginning, and the neighbors would be like, oh my gosh, what are you doing? What have we gotten ourselves into? So we're going to do our own little version of that. Got this green color here. I know, crazy. Bright pop of color. It's pretty similar to the couch color that I was mentioning kind of inspired this design. And also it's going to pull out some of these greens from this floor, which we've actually decided to keep. It's in pretty good condition. And so rather than cover over it or tear it up or anything like that, we're just going to kind of accent it and highlight it a little bit. Obviously, it's a little can. It's not going to be a ton of this color, but it'll be fun to bring it in and play with it. Next, I have this great blue color here. It'll dry a little bit darker than how it looks to me right now, but it's going to be a nice, it's totally in that mid-century color palette. It's going to look really beautiful together. Again, just an accent wall of that. Then we have this dark gray color. Also, just a beautiful kind of smoky gray right there. And that's going to be a really nice accent wall. But our main color is not quite that exciting. It's a lighter gray. Like I've been mentioning, we're keeping things light in here. So it's this nice, just off-white gray that's really going to go well with all these colors. The one thing that we have kind of changed in our original plan was this trim. Kind of all throughout the house. I was thinking originally paint it, get everything white, get it light. But that was just really my initial reaction to such a dark space. Actually, it's painted this kind of chocolate brown color, high gloss. It's well done, and it's going to actually go well with our colors in that mid-century theme. So we're going to keep it. We'll color match it and touch it up in a few places here and there, but I think it's actually going to go really well with what we've got going. You can see a flooring sample here for the living room and the bedroom downstairs. It's got some nice darkness to it, but a lot of variety. So there's a lot of light spaces in there as well, but it'll be a lot better at hiding, you know, dirt and debris that people and pets and things drag in than a lighter color like a beach or something like that. We have these light fixtures here we picked up at a local reuse store. $5 a piece. They kind of have this really interesting, authentic look to them. That mid-century, you know, clean lines. So we're going to replace the 2 lights here in the dining room. And another thing I like to do is keep a similar metal finish throughout a space. And one of the pieces that kind of inspired the design has these brass knobs on it. So we were thinking about going with brass. We found these knobs to add to our cabinetry. Nice heavy weight to them. It's going to look really awesome, especially with that green color there, kind of pops out. So what we'll do with these lights is just spray them. Now, I don't love a super shiny brass and I don't love a super dark brass, so we got both. And the fun thing about doing it yourself is you can kind of play around. You can do multiple coats. You can get just the color you're looking for. So we'll see how that turns out in the end. Another thing is we got this pseudo contact paper. So it's not the peel and stick kind, it's a little bit thicker than that. But rather than painting the entirety of the inside of the cabinets, you can cut this custom to fit in each drawer, each shelf, everything. Really gives it a clean feel inside, but also plays off those colors we're already planning on doing. So that's kind of an update of color scheme and some of the design plan. So we're excited to see how it ends up. Stick with us.